a carnival of colors.
Ich bin in Deutschland gekommen, zurück nach Indien und ich bin feiern wegen Holi. Holi ist schöne Festival hier und darum ich bin hier gekommen, meine Schwester hier.
A celebration of spring.
I'm from Ladakh and it's my first time celebrating Holi, so I'm pretty excited.
A festival of love.
I come from France and I'm in India for the Holi festival. I know it's like most of the color things. We will just share color with other people.
This is Holi. The age-old Hindu festival has transcended boundaries. One of the most striking aspects of the festival is the spraying of brightly colored gulal or powder and water. The vibrant festival marks the triumph of good over evil and is celebrated for 2 days. It also marks the beginning of a good spring harvest season in India.
It falls within the Spring Festival. So, even here in the United States, though our seasons don't necessarily match with those in India, you are already seeing kind of the sun shining, the sky is brighter, blossoms are beginning to pop up on trees. So there is a sense of renewal, and the festival always kind of reminds us to leave whatever mistakes we've made in the past year and to take this time as a season of renewal.
Now, of the 2-day celebration, the first day is called Holika Dahan, or the burning of Holika. Hindus light a bonfire on the evening of the first day to mark this occasion. Thus, the bonfire on the first day of Holi is to commemorate the triumph of Prahlad over Holika, the defeat of Hiranyakashipu by Narsimha, and the overall victory of righteousness over evil. The second day, however, is called Rang Wali Holi or Khelne Wali Holi, in which people drench each other in varied colors.
Let's see how this festival is celebrated in different parts of India and dive into its colorful history. This is the northern Indian town of Barsana, about 100 kilometers from Delhi. Holi is celebrated in a very unique way here, with not just colors, but also sticks. The famous Lathmar Holi. Lathmar Holi roughly translates as holy, in which people hit with sticks. Over the years, it has attracted tourists from across the globe. Thousands of men from all parts of the Mathura district in Uttar Pradesh assemble at this Radha Rani temple, situated in Barsana. They all gather in the compound of the temple, located in the famous narrow lane, Rang Rangili Gali, or the colorful lane. As part of festivities, women use sticks to hit men while they protect themselves with shields. While it may look bizarre, the celebration of Lathmar Holi is connected to a legend about Lord Krishna, a Hindu deity. As a young man, Krishna was known to be mischievous and playful. He used to visit Barsana with his friends, the village where his beloved Radha used to live. Together, they teased Radha and her companions. And taking offense to this, Radha's friends chased the men away with sticks. Lathmar Holi Festival is a reenactment of this act.
Interestingly, this second day is also linked to Vishnu, but in a slightly different way. Vishnu's most lovable avatar was the cowherd Krishna. Krishna had characteristically dark skin owing to the poison that the demon Putana had fed him through her breast milk. Krishna wondered whether the fair-skinned Radha would ever love him given his dark complexion. Krishna's mother offered him a piece of advice to tell Radha to color him in whatever colors she liked best. Radha obliged, and thus began the romance of Radha and Krishna and the tradition of smearing color on each other.
Interestingly, just a day before celebrating Lathmar Holi, the festival of colors is also played with a type of sweet, laddu. Laddu Mar Holi is celebrated by devotees gathering in temples. They dance, sing, and throw laddus at each other. The sweets are later consumed as prasad, a type of religious offering.
राधा रानी और कृष्ण के प्रेम की लड्डू होली है। ये आज से होली की शुरुआत होगी, इसलिए लड्डू से खेली जाती है ताकि इससे मिठास बनी रहे सबके बीच में।
When we look at the story of Radha and Krishna and the Leela between them of unconditional love, and there the story of the colors kind of masking our differences so that we don't see the differences between one another.
Just 40 kilometers away from Barsana is Vrindavan, a city steeped in Indian folklore. According to Hindu mythology, Vrindavan is the place where Vasudeva brought his newborn son, Krishna, from Mathura, in order to protect him from the evil king Kamsa. During Holi, both Vrindavan and Mathura erupt in a colorful celebration.
होली मनाया था, बहुत आनंद आ गया, बहुत लोग आया था, बहुत मजा आया था, तो इसलिए आनंद आ गया।
Vrindavan is home to around 2,000 widows who have either been shunned by their families or are just alone in the world. These women had been waiting to celebrate the festival in a big way for the last 2 years, but it could not happen due to the coronavirus pandemic.
कोरोना वजह से लॉकडाउन था, 2 साल लॉकडाउन था, तो होली नहीं हो रहा है। उस होली का टाइम मन में बहुत दुख हो रहा है, और इस बार लॉकडाउन नहीं, कोरोना नहीं, इसलिए होली खेल रहे हैं हम लोग। इतना आनंद आ गया तो बताने का भाषा नहीं हमारे मन में आ गया।
Traditionally, in a cruel custom, women were expected to renounce pleasure after the death of their husbands. This meant that they could not partake in any celebrations. But these centuries-old taboos have no place in modern India. Mathura and Vrindavan are the fabled twin cities of Braj Bhumi, Krishna's legendary playground. Holi is not a 1 or 2 day festival in this region. It begins from Basant Panchami, a festival that marks the preparation for the arrival of spring, and continues for more than a month. The spirit of the festival is seen across India. This is India's capital, Delhi, and it's set for a festive splash. Holi is characterized by friends and family coming together and celebrating the day with colors and mouth-watering delicacies.
Looking forward with all the gujiyas and spending time with my family. Happy Holi!
The most famous Holi sweet is gujia, a sweet deep-fried dumpling made with semolina or all-purpose flour. Gujia goes well with tandai, a milk preparation with an assortment of spices. Other popular dishes are malpua, puran poli, and dahi bale. The list is endless. Days before the festival, people start shopping for Holi. Colors, water guns, and festive treats fly off the shelves. In the last few years, there's been a welcome trend. Many people have started celebrating it in a more environmentally responsible manner. Watercolors and water balloons have been substituted with organic colors. A social worker, Rashmi, gets floral water waste collected from the temples and recycles them to make all kinds of beautiful naturally derived color.
हम लोग जो हैं फूलों से कलर बनाते हैं। ये वो फूल हैं जो मंदिरों में और दरगाहों में चढ़ते हैं। उन फूलों को लेके आना, उन फूलों की कटिंग्स करना, सुखाना और उसके बाद उनसे ऑर्गेनिक कलर बनाना।
Rashmi employs women and specially abled people for this project, helping them earn an income.
उन्हीं फूलों से हम लोग धूप बत्तियाँ और अगरबत्तियाँ भी बनाते हैं और ये हमारे स्पेशल चाइल्ड्स और वुमेन्स मिलके करती हैं।
Holi is truly a festival for all, but for the last 2 years, due to COVID-19, it could not be celebrated with the usual gusto. With COVID-19 cases on the decline in India, there's a renewed fervor about the festival.
We have come out of the house after 2 years, especially after COVID, and it's so good to see people coming out and buying stuff and actually trusting people outside their house. So this Holi is going to be special. We are going to celebrate it with some homemade gujiyas and some gulal, herbal gulal.
In Rajasthan too, one can see the flavors of Holi, and that too with a royal twist. Palaces across the state celebrate the first day of the festival Holika Dahan, or Holika's death. This traditional ritual involves the burning of an effigy on a full moon night. This ritual is the essence of why Holi is celebrated and perhaps the most popular one.
We have all heard the story of the Asura king, Hiranyakashipu. It was he who had been given a boon, this Asura king, from Brahma through severe penance. And that boon gave him 5 tremendous powers. He could neither be killed by human nor by animal, neither indoors nor outdoors, neither at day nor at night, neither by astra nor shastra, and neither on land nor water or air. Owing to the boon, Hiranyakashyap became all-powerful and demanded that everyone must worship him instead of Vishnu. Now, the only opposition came from Hiranyakashyap's own son, Prahlad, who was a devoted follower of Vishnu. Hiranyakashyap punished his son repeatedly to make him change his errant ways, but to no avail. Finally, a plan was hatched to finish off Prahlad once and for all. Hiranyakashyap's sister Holika convinced Prahlad to sit inside a flaming pyre along with her. Holika was clad in a robe that had special powers to protect the wearer from flames. But Vishnu came to the rescue of Prahlad. The robe magically flew off Holika's body and enveloped Prahlad instead. Thus, Holika died and Prahlad emerged unscathed. Finally, Vishnu decided to end Hiranyakashyap's evil reign once and for all. He took the form of Narasimha, a half-man, half-lion figure, so that the slayer of Hiranyakashyap would neither be human nor animal. After the death of Hiranyakashyap, Prahlad ascended the throne and revived a reign of righteousness in the kingdom. Thus, the bonfire on the first day of Holi is to commemorate the triumph of Prahlad over Holika.
But there is another equally interesting legend associated with Holi. This has to do with Lord Shiva, the god of destruction.
It is said that Shiva was deep in meditation and his wife Parvati wanted his attention. Breaking Shiva's penance was no ordinary task, so Parvati sought the assistance of Kamdev, the god of love. Kamdev shot a series of arrows at Shiva in the hope of getting him to pay attention to Parvati. Shiva got up angrily and opened his third eye, thus incinerating Kamdev to ashes. Kamdev's wife, Kamdevi, was inconsolable and she performed severe penance for the next 40 days until Shiva was left with no alternative but to restore Kamdev to life. The 40th day, marking the rebirth of love, is celebrated as Holi. So if you notice, all the three constituents of the Hindu trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, are associated with Holi. Creation and rebirth, preservation of good, destruction of evil, all of these elements find play in the myths and legends of Holi.
Bhasma or Ash Holi is celebrated every year in the holy town of Varanasi. Thousands of ascetics, saints, and other ardent devotees of Lord Shiva gather at the Manikarnika Ghat on the banks of the Ganges to celebrate.
बाबा के प्रिय गण है भूत पेत प्रसाद निशाचर दृश्य अदृश्य शक्तियाँ यक्ष गंधर्व किन्नर वो जो होली मनुष्यों के बीच नहीं खेल सकते तो उन भक्तों को प्रसन्न करने के लिए बाबा विश्वनाथ स्वयं मणिकर्णिका तीर्थ पर मध्याह्न स्नान करने आते हैं और उसके बाद अपने उन सभी प्रेमी भक्तों के साथ चिता भस्म की होली खेलते हैं।
The Shaivite tradition also speaks of using bhang as an offering to Shiva. It is a symbolic surrender of all of life's intoxications to the divine. The beverage is prepared by using a paste made from the leaves and flowers of the cannabis plant. Bhang is traditionally distributed during the spring festival. In other parts of India too, Holi is celebrated with a lot of gusto.
The beauty of India and the beauty of the Hindu tradition is that it is unity and diversity. And so you have these overarching themes of renewal, of love, of victory of good over evil. But each community comes at it from a different vantage point. It's so centrally a part of India's soft power to introduce people to our message of pluralism and oneness. And Holi does exactly that.
Drenching people with joy, Holi symbolizes the exuberance of life. The Indian diaspora is one of the most vibrant and dynamic in the world, with thousands of Indians celebrating the festival in different corners of the globe. It has become a truly global festival.
Holi is about good over evil, as per the Hiranyakashyap and Prahlad story. It is about non-discrimination and overlooking human faults, as per the Radha Krishna story. It is also about the supremacy of love and rebirth, as per the Shiva and Kamdeva story. But does it really matter what the myths associated with Holi are? Why not simply look at Holi as a day of renewal, a day of new beginnings? Why not use it as a day to rectify past errors, overlook faults, and make new resolutions?